Yo, welcome back to a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually have for you a revolutionary theory, and it's a theory you're going to have to pay attention to see if you actually agree with me or not. So at the end of this video, I want you to tell me if you agree with me or not. But I do want to tell you, out of every theory I have ever done on this channel, this theory I'm willing to bet money on, and I have bet money on to a lot of my friends. This is a theory I believe in the most out of every theory I've ever done, because it's the evidence piling up on it is just so much. And unfortunately, it's a theory that I do not see any other YouTuber talk about except me. This video is actually a remake video, so just like the Black Clover Next Wizard King revealed video being Nozel remake video and Yumi's Tragic Fate also attacks the Underworld Black Clover Theory video, just like those ones, this video is a remake video. I've gone ahead and edited parts, added in parts, made it super cool. I'm gonna continue to edit old videos, old theories that I still believe in today, and to bring you guys the content that you deserve. But with that being said, guys, holy shit, we are now officially 11,929 subscribers. We are most likely going to get 12,000 before the spoilers for Black Clover chapter 281 drop tonight. So guys, as always, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Be sure to click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and as always guys, the next chapter official release of the Black Clover manga is this Sunday, so guys, please read it over at mangaplus.com. On top of that, guys, I do just want to point out Black Clover is now 4th place on Manga Plus with over 439,000 views. I believe if we all read it on Manga Plus, we can surpass our limits and overtake My Hero Academia and become the 3rd highest weekly Shonen Jump manga in mangaplus.com. So as always, read it on mangaplus.com, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, let's jump straight into this theory. Now at this point, you're probably confused what I'm talking about. You're probably wondering, hey Sammy, what do you mean Nacht is not the vice captain of the Black Bulls? But Nacht, we've seen Nacht. Nacht is the vice captain. What do you mean? What do you mean? So let's talk about this. In Black Clover manga, chapter 263, you should see this panel. It is a panel directly from chapter 263 where Jack remembers the vice captain of the Black Bulls, smiling, talking with Yami, and this was in Yami's squad before he created the Black Bulls. Julius Nova Chrono was the captain of this squad. William was also in this squad. And from chapter 263, we learn Jack was somewhere around at that time. And Jack tells Nacht, hey, aren't you? But your magic was... And Nacht responds, that man is gone. Now, this could mean anything. Originally, when I saw this panel, I thought, okay, so this is pretty obvious. Nacht now is using devil magic, so obviously the magic is a little different. But then I started to realize, hang on. Even if you are using devil magic is just boosting your own magic on top of having another magical attribute. So then I just started discussing this with people and realized Nacht's magic is shadow magic. With the use of one of his devils so far, Gimodello, he's able to turn into the Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling and say, arise, to a powerful army of shadow wolves. But Nacht's original magic is still shadow magic. So I go back to chapter 263 where Jack says, but your magic was... that man is gone. Now we go ahead to chapter 266. If we go into this house, Asta asks, whose house is it? Nacht responds, a certain noble's. a former noble, that is. And the house is now ruined. The house is destroyed. And that is, we go into the underneath basement. That is where Asta, Libe are currently fighting Nacht. But in Black Clover chapter 266, we also, Tabata shows us a panel where one of the children is obviously clearly Nacht, with a mother and a father, and a line cut out of Nacht's brother. Now, they seem to be the same height, so the only thing I can assume is that in Black Clover chapter 263, we saw the real Black Bull's vice captain. Nacht is an imposter. Shoutouts to those Among Us memes, but Nacht is not the vice captain of Black Bulls. On top of that, guys, in Black Clover chapter 272, this is the only time we ever get to see the two brothers together. We can conclude one of the brothers has black hair while the other brother has white hair. Now, in this chapter, the speech bubbles are very confusing, but the right one is basically calling the left one a goody two-shoes, and he asks the left one, does it not get tiring being such a good guy? The left one responds to the one on the right saying, heh heh heh, what about you, brother? Doesn't doing your own thing get tiring? The final speech bubble is actually a monologue where the person actually says, moron, what's tiring about being free? Now, this monologue bubble is very important because who is it from? From this, we can conclude that the monologue is actually the Nacht that we know. And if we go now to Black Clover chapter 266, when Nacht says he hates the Black Bulls, he says this line, which stands out to me. If it lets me operate as a magic knight, any place will do. If I'm a vice captain, well, that gives me more freedom, and it's convenient. From this, we can conclude Nacht, the Nacht we know, just wants freedom. He doesn't want to be tied down by anything. He hates being tied down. And from the flashback from chapter 272, we can now conclude that the Nacht that we know is the one with white hair. Alright, so let's just recap everything that we know about Nacht at this point. Nacht is from a noble family that is now ruined. Nacht has a brother that we actually officially see in Black Clover chapter 272. Nacht, the one we know, is 100% guaranteed to be one of the two present in this photo. We jump to Black Clover chapter 263 when Jack sees Nacht has shadow magic. Jack notes, but hey, aren't you? But your magic was. Remembering the Nacht that Jack knew and was actually friendly and actually liked Yami. We jump to Black Clover chapter 266. Our Nacht that we now know hates the Black Bulls. He hates everything about the Black Bulls. We jump to Black Clover chapter 270. When Asta says surpass your limits, this actually gives out so much negative energy in Nacht that it allows Asta to detect Nacht's key, landing a strike on him, and Nacht even says, I hate those words. On top of that, in Black Clover chapter 272, we can conclude that the brother on the right wants freedom, while the brother on the left just is a goody two-shoes, according to the brother on the right. Jumping to Black Clover chapter 266 again, we can also conclude that our Nacht, the one we know, all he wants is freedom. He accepted the vice captain position because it's convenient and it gives him freedom. I do also want to conclude in Black Clover chapter 263, Julius Novachrono claims he did not know that Nacht was a devil host user. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, this is just a theory. This theory is very, very close to being correct, and I just need a few more things from Yuki Tabata to fully complete this theory. At the end of the day, it might not come true, but out of every theory I've ever made, I believe that Nacht not being the original vice captain of the Black Bulls is by far my greatest theory. If you agree with this theory, please tell me what parts you agree with it. If you disagree with this theory, also please tell me what parts you disagree with. Don't just say no, 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 wrong, wrong, wrong. Tell me what you agree with. Tell me what parts I did correctly, and tell me what parts have got you thinking. Now, all in all, I really hope Nacht does not die. Even if he doesn't hang out with the Black Bulls after this arc, I hope Nacht is still around. Honestly, I want him to take the position of captain after Yami's death, but we'll leave that to another video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.